to have the most nutritious soil is to have really good organic matter in whatever soil that you have in your house, whether it's your vegetable gardens, your flower beds, or anything in between. Well, how do you achieve that? Of course, you can purchase compost somewhere else, or you can make your own. The issue that most people run into when creating their own compost is they put it in a container underneath their sink and it gets stinky in their kitchen and it attracts flies, or they put it outside and it's kind of a difficult method. You have to turn it all the time. There is a method that is foolproof and so easy that you won't even believe it, and it involves an irrigation valve box, which you can see right here. There's actually various different sizes of these valve boxes. This is the smallest one, but you can get big rectangular ones depending on what the size of your garden is. I'm putting this in a relatively small space, so I'm going to use a small one. But essentially the way that this works is we're going to bury it down into the soil just the way this irrigation box is supposed to be installed, with this flush against the ground. Then you'll just open it up, throw your composting food, coffee grounds, whatever you want to use to compost, close it back up and allow for the worms that already exist in the soil to come up through the bottom, eat all that material, and then turn it into fresh, really organic, wonderful dirt for your garden. So it's that easy. It's outside, it's away from the house, nature does its thing, and it's all taken care of. So I'm going to dig this down, show you guys how that's done, and then we'll come back to finish it off with putting in our own little food material to start us off on our little composting. Of course, you can do this in a bunch of different places in your yard. You can have a lot of these and you can move them around. So, all right, let's get to digging. So we've got our valve box all installed. I did want to note, if it didn't show before, that this valve box is empty on the bottom. And so it's just almost like a sleeve that you're putting down into the ground with a lid on top. So there's no animals that can get into it from the top, just those worms from the bottom. It really is the perfect scenario. And honestly, the only way that I've found that we can compost that it would work out for my life. So anyway, we've got our coffee little pucks. I guess you can break them up or you can leave them. We got cabbage, we got some flower stems that we just clipped, and we're gonna throw all of these in here. Got some cabbage. Throw all that in there. Let the worms do their work, let nature do its work, and we'll have really rich, nice, dark compost. And then we can pull it up, move it to another spot, or like I said, just have these all over the place in your yard, in your gardens, to have that really wonderful, fuss-free compost.